Apologies for being a little bit late. Had to wash up and get a little bit dressed down. I slept wrong, and my trapezius right here is like in major pain. So, been on painkillers and pumpkin spice latte and stuff. Anyhow, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope it's been a good weekend. It was a pretty good one for me. Yesterday was great. This week has been very busy, but let's get into it. Okay, so right off the bat, this week, probably the most major thing for a lot of people. Hey, what's going on, David? Probably the major thing for a lot of people is that Band-Maid finally dropped their EP Scoop. Scoop. What's going on, Bill? Yeah, it's pretty painful. So painkillers that I had for my foot, I've been taking. Hey, what's going on? How are you? So yeah, Scoop is out. A lot of Band-Maid stuff has been going on. What's going on, Peter? How are you? Are you back in Poland or are you still here in Japan? So this came out. Oh yeah, where's my ticket? I got Ready to Rock. I think it's somewhere there. What else? It's limited edition. So Searing. I think some people are wondering what this is or weren't sure. This is, hey, what's going on, Mike? This is the stage entrance, SE, for Band-Maid. It's still packaged. I haven't listened to it yet, but oh, gotcha. Cool. But I'm hoping I'll hear it at Club Cheetah. I will be there, what is it, November 1st? Is that right? Yeah, November 1st. That is next Saturday. So I'm excited for that. Did you guys hear the ASMR of my dog drinking? All right. So I gave my thoughts on my favorite song off of the EP, Shion, not Sion. I wasn't sure, but it does seem as though it is Shion. So glad to hear that. My dog is coming through. That's why are you okay now? Are you okay? Yeah, I cried. It was good. It was really good. I love that song. Yeah, there's some great tracks. I would say after Shion, I still like Zen a lot. Um, Present Perfect, the MV that dropped, I enjoy it, but there are aspects. I'm just not quite a chromatic guy, which a lot of it is used, and when it's used, it it doesn't quite work for me. But there are aspects of it that I really do enjoy a lot. Dilly Dally is great. Super Sunshine is great. Locked and Loaded is great. Okay, so that I did stop by Shibuya Tower Records. For those if you did actually catch the short of that I uploaded. The girls, their exhibition, the panels are there. Miku's Flappy Pigeon is there. Dilly Dally had a very interesting intro. I was like, oh, this is different. It could have worked easily with Clupo without any sort of distraction. But since it was Band-Maid, it was kind of a first going that electronic for an opening. But yeah, and then also, for those that don't know, Massive, right? Massive. This was when did I upload this? Somewhere, I don't remember. But a lot of great images of the maids, amazing articles that I have not read yet, interviews. But check it out. Please get one. I got from Tower Records and HMV, and they both come with 2 separate postcards. Let me show them to you. And I'll actually even show you the last Massive postcards. They were massive. Which one was which? I believe this one was Tower Records. I believe, I could be wrong. I can't recall. This one, because it came in the mail. This one, HMV. And then the last time they came out with Massive, this is one of them, which was the cover. I'm assuming then it's from the same vendor, the covers, which could be Tower. And then there was also this one. So I've got the full collection. Do you have yours? All right. So a lot of Band-Maid stuff went down. They had their Osaka show on Friday, which SJ reported on. He uploaded, he talked about that, his review of Scoop, and then also he talked about Zilki and his thoughts on them. I do think that their initial first song was, it was fine, it was good. So I heard someone say it was overproduced. I would kind of lean towards that. I think people were kind of a bit disappointed because it is Aldius and it is Love Bites. Maybe for some people it's Kano. I don't know how many people really know her or her style. But I do think, and then somebody said they're overhyped. I would say it's really about the potential or the promise they hold as a band. So that's sort of the big deal about Zilki, is that you do have sort of that pedigree of Love Bites and that pedigree of Aldius. And then you have Kano on drums, who's just fantastic, just all around. And then you have Anna, this incredible, really bubbly and fun bilingual Japanese girl who just is really excited to be doing this stuff. You can just tell when she talks, when she posts on her Instagram. She doesn't have an X account. So that's cool stuff. Okay, also for Band-Maid, this past weekend, actually today and yesterday, they both days they were guests for HYDE for his final, I don't know if you would say his final tour, but his final. Let's take a look here. Let's see. So I did not go. There were a lot of great shows going on. Probably the biggest show, though, I know this isn't Japanese, but the biggest show, which was sold out both nights. I actually tried getting tickets, and they were just too expensive by the time I tried applying for it. But Oasis performed in Korea, and then they came here, and people here in Japan love Oasis. I know some people have different thoughts to do it. I will let you know what happened. It's coming very, very soon after this. So yeah, it's even when I went to the market yesterday and nowhere close to where I go to the market, but you saw a few guys wearing like Oasis merch, like shirts and like carrying a Oasis bag. And when I visited Tower Records, there's this entire Oasis section. It was an oasis to get away from it all. So yeah, massive, massive. Probably one of the biggest sort of comeback tours. Like, I don't know if it's ever, but it's huge. Like, it's a pretty big deal. It's like been sold out in like any number of places, and I think the idea of Liam and Noel coming back together and getting along, and getting through. I mean, age finally matured them enough for them to not fight over silly shit and like do a good show. So it's been a blast. I've been seeing little clips here and there, and I was into Britpop myself, so definitely enjoyed them. I really did. I love their songs. I was an Anglophile for the longest time. My favorite band is the Beatles, so go figure. But anyhow, that happened, and then there's a HYDE show, which is also another big, massive show. They performed, let's see here, this is from Hawk Metal, and the first night, 23 hours ago, the first night, they did Ready to Rock, Warning, Rene. They did a Larc en Ciel cover called Heaven's Drive, and then Dilly Dally, Choose Me, and No God. And then today it was 6 songs. What is Justice? Hate. Once again, Heaven's Drive, Domination, Ready to Rock, and Present Perfect. So yeah, HYDE is very much a big deal He's huge. He's massive in Japan. He's a legendary musician. He's, you know, really sort of rock um, nobility. And so for the maids to be performing with him and for his fans to get a taste of Band-Maid, that's a big deal. So they definitely acquired more fans for sure, for sure. So that's what happened for the maids. Osaka on Friday, and then Saturday and today, Sunday, was with HYDE. Okay. Okay. Now, hmm. So if you can see this shot, this is me. That's not me right there. This is me. This is Nana of Gungire, support singer for Fate Gear, and then Natsuo, bassist and composer at times for The Frail, formerly known as Bad Bubble. So yesterday there was a show, and let me get into that. Now, I actually have not um, attended the show of the band that sponsored it. It is called, or they are called Ulma Sound Junction. Ulma Sound Junction. But from what Nana said, they are senpai, so they've been around longer. All right. Let's see here. Will I find it soon enough? I'll look here. Sorry guys, give me just a moment. So two bands that I absolutely love. Two bands that I absolutely love and that I haven't seen in a while. Gungire I saw at the end of June. At the end of June, a few weeks before my surgery, and that's when they did a two-man with The Frail. And then the last time I saw Saiseiga, I can't even remember. I saw Toko like last month, but I can't even remember exactly when I saw Saiseiga. But those were the bands that I wanted to go see. There was a show sponsored by Ulma Sound Junction, another band. The two venues being used were Shibuya Cyclone and Udagawa Garrett, which are like right next to each other. I think it's the same owner. There's also like a staircase and a door that leads between the two venues. So the bands that performed, if you know any of them, Sailing Before the Wind, Makeshift, Borderline Case, Green Eyed, Ohayo Gozaimasu, Gungire, NTHRD from Australia, Slothrit, Saiseiga, Hone Your Sense, and then Ulma Sound Junction. So you had 11 bands performing for Diaphragment. That was the name of the. That was the name of the the show. So I got there. And then it was really cool. It was pretty funny. The first show was Gangire, and it was at Udagawa Garrett. My first time there, and I found out during the show, actually from Nana, she was sharing her MC that was the first venue that Gangire ever performed at. But afterwards, I asked her about that. She said it was more kind of like just kind of messing around, but it was still the first venue they actually performed at together. But what was funny was that right before they got on stage and they started their set, Matsu, the guitarist and composer, amazing songwriter, he came out to the floor. He's like, "Hey, come on, guys, come on in." And I was like, "Hey," because I saw him previously the week before at Shinjuku Antinok. So I was like, "Hey, it's me," and I just gave him a hug before he went up on stage. So that was really nice. But fantastic. I will say that Nana is a singer that is able to convey so much emotion in her vocals, and it moves me so much. Like her vocals just do a number on me. It's like I remember when I was doing band back in like junior high, and I did a year in high school. I always loved the sound of the French horn and the sound of the oboe, and then the cello. Like there's certain instruments and just tones, colors that just touch me so deeply. and Nana has vocals that do that to me. That with the melodies and with the lyrics, it's powerful stuff. So if you have not listened to Gangire, I know some of you maybe aren't into metalcore. You're not into the whole like fried death voice. Um, there are songs that are great that you can check out that don't have that. Why can't I think of the name? It's been so long. But yeah, check out Gangire. I would encourage you to. If you ever do catch a show, they're great. So after the show with with Gangire, it was me. There's a guy M-san. He's friends with Peter here from Poland, and then another guy Nikolai. Um, I'm not exactly sure where he's from, but he's from a place where people are called Nikolai. And as we were talking, Nana was really sweaty. She was at the merch just by herself, and I was like, we were talking about like taking selfies, and she's like, "Oh no, 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 I don't look good yet. Like I'm still very sweaty." And I was like, "No, you look fine. You're always pretty." And she's like, she's very humble. She's like, "No, no, 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 no. Oh, what's going on, Brandon? Good to see you. I'm doing okay. My foot is healing up. How are you? How are you? Thanks so much for visiting, stopping by. Thank you. I hope you're okay." Um, but yeah, so then I kept on saying that, and I was like, "No, like you're kirei, like you're so pretty, like sweaty or not." And then she called me baka, which is like, "Ah, stupid, ah, you fool," not in like a very mean way, but she was like baka, and it was very like, "Oh, stop, you silly," and it was just nice to hear that. It's just really funny. Go away is awesome. Um, but it was nice to hear that, and I kind of laughed about it, and it was just like a very sweet little thing to be called a fool by Nana. Um, like for those who remember, oh, okay, okay. I'm glad it was a good week. I'm glad it was a good week. Um, I haven't stopped by your channel in a bit, but please keep us updated, like on Twitter X and wherever else. But yeah, glad you're doing okay this week. Um, my foot has little ups and downs going up the stairs. No, just kidding. That's a joke. Um, but it's healing up. It's healing up. Um, yeah, still no jumping, still no running. But the walking is getting easier and less discomfort. Uh, so yeah, that was one thing that happened. And then after their set, people went outside to have a little smoke. Okay, cool. I will check up on that update when you post. So yeah, Nana's incredible. Like she's so just, I mean, she's got zero ego, like zero ego. Um, yeah, cause some, like there's a lot of sweet and nice people, but for her, just like I don't know. Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. And then so after their set, some people went out to smoke, including Natsuo, the bassist for The Frail in the picture, and then a girl named Laura. She does work for J Rock News, translation stuff. She's good friends with Matsu, Gangire, and everyone. She helped take care of the J Rock News show that happened like a few months. Was it a few months back or a couple of months back? This was with like Nocturnal Bloodlust. Gangire was there. Is there a mosquito in here? Gangire was there. I can't remember all, but it was a really great show. I think Matt Jamie was there. But they're out there, and then Natsuo is really funny. She's a pretty interesting character. What's going on, Bill? So we're out there kind of at the bottom of the steps, and we're just talking and stuff. And then I forgot what brought it up, but she starts like, Natsuo, the bassist, she's like, "Can I share this?" I don't even know if I should be sharing this. Okay, so there was like some testing going on, and then as a joke, I kind of like opened up my shirt, and then she like put her hand and she like touched my boobie, and then yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay." So she did it a couple times, and then it was kind of interesting, but I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. So it's the first time that I've had my left booby touched by a musician from Japan, and I found it very entertaining. I was amused, to say the least. So that was the second thing. Um, and then after watching a band called Sloth Threat, who was actually a favorite band and I think friends with Gungire as well as with Natsuo, um, the vocalist, his voice is it's pretty like heavenly. He's got quite a range, some really good stuff. But I was pretty impressed. They're a bit more moody. Um, there was nothing that was like really upbeat, but you should check them out if you haven't. See what you think. So Sloth Threat, and then when it was close to their set ending, I moved over to Cyclone where Saiseiga was. And Saiseiga, as per usual these days, especially after their sort of new um, artist profile, like photos, and then their album Black Hole, they're all dressed in black. And then this time around, like every now and then, Regan will have her hair down. It's usually like in braids, like twin tails, but it was down, and it's really cool when it's down because you get a really different feel from her. She's wearing all black, and she was wearing a dress, like a one piece with black leggings underneath, which was a first, and like sort of a very thin, pleathery looking sort of vest type of thing. But yeah, needless to say, Regan is one of my favorite performers, one of my favorite front women. So much presence, so charismatic, so frightening in a beautiful way. Like she's so like fierce and like she prowls on stage. Um an incredible job. Like they're such a tight band. Like musically, when you listen to them and you watch them live, like they're fantastic. Like they are very much musicians. They care very much about their music, and you can tell from the way they talk about it, from the way that they perform, just from their actual like songwriting and arrangements. So wonderful stuff. Great to see them, hear them again. Hey Eric, what's going on? I was just thinking of you. And I forget for which song it was, but as we were singing, there's this sort of tall guy in front of me off on this side, and there's someone else right here. So there's sort of like a V-shaped, like I can see Regan very well, which is great, and she can see me very well. And then at one point during, yes, I know. So at one point during a song, she like gives a look like of acknowledgement, and then she does this, which I don't want to say like I'm used to like all the time, but she does this, and then she blows a kiss, which is absolutely a first. And then I was just like, oh, very like the last time I felt that sort of heated and giddy and like goofy, like was the first time that Regan gave me the middle finger. Which was like 2 years ago. Is it 2 years ago now? Wow, 2 years ago in May, back in Osaka, when I saw them perform for the first time. But to be blown a kiss, that has never happened yet. So yeah, I was thinking the whole time, Eric, I was thinking, if only Eric got this one, he would be dead. He would have fallen over. Fantastic. So yeah, incredible set, incredible songs, just always. And um, for those of you who have not seen Saiseiga live, I encourage you, if you can, if you do come to Japan, then experience that. Um, so yeah, being called a fool, having my booby touched, and then having a kiss blown to me. I was like, this is not a bad night. I'm okay with this. I am very okay with this. Yeah, they did that today. I couldn't go. I slept wrong and my trapezius was in major pain, and so I told this earlier, but I took painkillers and I went to the show yesterday, and I was like, okay, don't do too much, don't stick around for the whole thing. So I only stayed for technically about 3 bands. Yes, I will see you there. Thank you so much for the ticket purchase. But man, yeah, in the span of like you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours to have all those things happen. It was like, it was very memorable. It was a very memorable time. Like, you know, last week, getting to see Sally again and to talk with her and to just grab a meal with her was fantastic. I mean, that's like a dream come true for any number of people. Um, but in a more sort of lighthearted, fun way, like that was really cool too. Like I definitely enjoy the talking a lot. So yeah, great to have been able to go out to the shows for that, as brief as it was. Um, I came back home and I was like, oh shit, this is owie. And it still is. So um, yeah, that's that. Is there anything else? No, yeah, I just had to go. I am hoping to do interviews with Gangire. I know they've already done it for. Yeah, it's great. You know, anytime I get to go to a show and see these people and be with them, I'm like, dude, how, you know, it's cool. I don't need the riches and wealth, although that would be great, because then I could like buy a new computer and um, take care of my dog better and that kind of stuff. Um, but just to be able to hang out with these people, to see these people perform, I mean, like world class musicians, performers, doing their thing day in, day out, it's fantastic. Like, it's just really great. Um, so yeah, I am trying to get an interview going with Gangire. I don't know when it's gonna happen. Hopefully next month, but I'm gonna hear back from Matsu. Um, there's also something I want to get going with Sally. It should be fun and interesting. I haven't tried this before, but I'm gonna try it out. And when it drops and when it happens, I will let you know because that's gonna be really, really fun. Um, yeah, that or they fly over to see you personally. So I still want to get an interview with Mato, and I don't know when that's gonna happen. No, I did not win my Zilki lottery, unfortunately, second round. Um, so there's very strong likelihood that I will not see them perform at their first show, December 10th at Space Odd. A shame. Yeah, such a shame. But who knows? Maybe I can reach out to them and see. Um, what else was it? Yeah, a lot of people, because again, it's only like what 450 capacity, and I'm sure that's not going to be. Oh no, it's okay. I can reach out to Mato. I'm actually she responds to messages that I do send her via Instagram. Um, I just have to reach out to her again. So I asked about an interview like a few months ago, the last time I saw her just on the street. Um, and she didn't get back to me on that one. So I guess if I really want to, I can reach out to her again. So, but thank you. Thank you. If I really do need that, I will get to you. Um, oh, a really cool thing. So there's a lot of cool stuff, but this is definitely one of the cooler ones. Let's see here. This one. Like this is really cool, and this is something that I really love about Miyako from Love Bites. Is she has these get-togethers, and let's see, it is Sally, it is Ayumi, like a couple of my favorite guitarists, Yuria from Amai Danto Dai. Oh yeah, that's right. It was back like in April. Jeez. Miyako, there's some I forgot who it was. I was told and I forgot. And then there's somebody else and I looked it up, but I can't remember who. And I do right now see David Campbell's comment, totally awesome, incredible musicians, all 100. So yeah, fantastic to see just talented ladies come together, grabbing a meal and just hanging out. Like, I don't know, that's just really awesome. Just really, really awesome. Ah, that's what it was. And there's somebody else? Don't remember who else. Yeah. Okay. Um, After that, oh, so I forgot to tell you. So I did end up getting my ticket for Club Cheetah, and I will say that The only time that I ever had really good luck for Band-Maid tickets was when I purchased a whole bunch for Michael Barber, now of One Sky. Um, he asked for 2 tickets for not every show, but just about every show. And it was like in single digits, like a lot of them. But when it comes to just me buying tickets for myself, like they suck really hard. So Club Cheetah, I believe it's 1,500 capacity. I'm like 947. Oh, whatever. I'll just take it. You know, that's fine. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Um, what sucks though, is that I did win. Oh, come on now, Brandon. Come on now. I bet it's ticket number one. Come on now. So for Tokyo Garden Theater, which is December 7th, I did win my first lottery ticket for that. But Vladimir Chupin, the amazing videographer who's notorious for catching some great lives earlier in the years, like 2018, 19, definitely acquired a lot. Band-Maid acquired a lot of fans through him, just through his videos, and they were satiated through that. But he didn't get the tickets, so I offered him mine. So I'm giving him my ticket for Tokyo Garden Theater. Hopefully for him, it's a good number. But I've applied 3 times so far, again, for Tokyo Garden Theater, and I have not gotten any of those. So I applied a 4th time. I believe this is my 4th time now. Um, and I don't know why they're doing it this way. I don't know why they're doing it this way. But yeah, come on now. Anyhow, the reason why I did give it to him is because he is a friend of mine. He is somebody that I do respect and I appreciate. He's a massive Band-Maid fan, and um, especially like back in the day, like when I started as a Band-Maid fan, like 2018, 19, 2021, like kind of pre-COVID. Um, there's a certain camaraderie and connection that I have with those people. Not that I don't with people after that, but it was a bit more. It was a smaller group, and we interacted quite a bit. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to offer him that. Will they offer? I don't see why not, but I don't know. Again, for a capacity of what 8,800 roughly, I don't know why or what's gonna happen with that. But they should. Like I don't doubt that I'll get in, but I don't know when. And it may be my first time at Tokyo Garden Theater up in the rafters, um, in the balcony. So I've only been there twice, to be honest. The first time was with Band-Maid. The second time was who is that? Why can't I think of their name? Mikey. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. Pardon me while I burst into flames. Why can't I think of their name right now? Incubus. Sorry. Oh my gosh. So Incubus, when they performed and Band-Maid opened for them, I went to go see them there as well. So I've been there twice. Yeah. So that is that. I have been listening to. I've been trying to open my palette, open my doors more. Um, oh, that's cool. Open my doors more to more music, more types of music, and even try to go more international. Not to be too close off just to Japanese bands, even though MNN at this point is pretty much exclusively Japanese bands. Once you start reaching out to like every band that's out there, like things kind of get watered down, and I'm not good at that. I think some people can do that and they manage that well, and I think that's part of their charm to like reach out to all these people and to all these different groups. For me, that's not my specialty. I've always said I'm a one-handed man in terms of being able to focus and do work. And so for me, focusing more minimally helps. And I can only juggle so much with that one hand. Um, okay, let's see here. So I do want to play this band for you. Where did you go? I hate it when this happens. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Soon. Okay, here we go. So I'm not sure. The band is called Ashley, and they're from Thailand. So it's my first time seeing a Thai metalcore band. So just last week, I was listening to, or a couple weeks ago, I was listening to Sin Snake, which is metalcore from Korea, and then Plum Blossom, a metalcore band from Hong Kong. And then this popped up. I was like, I'll check it out. And it turned out to be a Thai metalcore band. And for those who don't know, Thailand is pretty rich in rock. They love rock music and they do really well there. So this is a band called Ashley, and this song is called Devil Within. And I really love it, especially when they have a female vocalist and they do their melodies and they sing, especially in their language. Everything has a new nuance and texture to it. So listen to this and see what you think. Can you hear this okay? A little bit more. K-Rock K-Metal is still not a big thing in Korea, even though like you may have views on YouTube. Oh yeah. Busy man. What's going on, Gerald? Thailand was actually the first Asian country I considered living in after the States. So Thailand always has a special place in my heart. My bathroom, Richard. See, it's really cool. Like, you know, like when I listen to Plum Blossom from Hong Kong, the way the lyrics flow with Mandarin, Korean, Sin Snake. Good riffs. Right? Good, right? Wouldn't you want to hear this live? Okay, I'll stop it right there. I love fish and chips. I love fish and chips. I'll leave it low and play it. Hold on, what was that? For band stuff. Yeah, so after hearing this, I was like, oh, a metalcore band from Korea, metalcore band from Hong Kong, metalcore band from Thailand, and then in Japan. I was like, huh. So next year maybe somewhere else, I don't know. But I wouldn't mind putting together like an international sort of Asian centric metalcore sort of festival, and then maybe invite them all to Japan, somewhere like Antioch, where metalcore is really like sort of a big thing. So, but yeah, it'd be cool. Just the idea, because this actually started, you know, I think with me being Korean American, me living in Korea and then coming to Japan, living here, and the history that Korea and Japan have, but the fact that as a Korean, I do love Japan and the people here and what it's given to me over the past, you know, several years. And so I love it. Even like earlier this year when I was seeing like different bands traveling to Korea to perform, whether it be Paradox or Nemofila, East of Eden is going next month. There's somebody else that went as well. I mean, there are a few, but I kind of love the idea of maybe bringing some bands here, um, and then putting on sort of a more of an international thing. Like, I don't know, that sounds amazing. Not just to have that show itself, but to build connection, to build relationships. And then, you know, if other bands from Japan want to go to Thailand or Korea or Hong Kong, it's that much easier making those connections. Um, you know, so that's kind of exciting. That's really exciting for me to think about that. So, yeah. So that's kind of what's been on my mind. Um, this year I wasn't able to. Like last week, somebody mentioned, but Peter from Poland was able to put together an amazing, amazing rock show. For those who didn't catch the live stream, it is still up on Whiskey Dust's channel. Um, you had Whiskey Dust, you had Jekko Renove, you had Fill It Up, you had Moth and Lilac, you had Sylvie, you had five amazing bands, um, amazing rock show, free live stream. Come on now, come on now. And I will say, like, it's just particularly when you get more into sort of the classic rock style with Jekko Renove, with Whiskey Dust, and with Fill It Up. There's such strong vocalists. There's such strong vocalists. And then the guitarists too. You have Naoto from Jekko Renove. You have Erica Van Halen from Whiskey Dust. Oh, their new song, Poor Woman. Yeah, it is out. You guys should check that out too. And then Hiro from Fill It Up. Like amazing stuff. And then you kind of get into the more sort of goth metal, heavier, darker, with Moth and Lilac, and then with Sylvie. Um, but yeah, like great bands, great bands. It was kind of cool watching things get really dirty, like with Moth and Lilac. Just the energy changed, and it felt like, in a good way, it felt very dirty, like very just like I don't know how to explain it, but it was good stuff. So, yeah, everyone thanked Peter. Peter did an awesome job. I wish I could have helped out more, but you know, foot, fate, fate foot, however you want to put it. So yeah, check that out as well. There are a lot of amazing shows as always going on. Yeah, I'm okay. It's three. Well, there's also the time between the bands changing. So give that about 15 minutes, five bands. So that's what, an hour 15? So it's more like 2.5 hours of bands. You can check that out. But yeah, and I think there's bands that you haven't heard yet, Richard. So you appreciate it for sure. Um, let's see, what else am I missing? I feel like there's stuff, but I can't think of it right now. I am again a little bit drugged up. Yeah, you kind of put your money in and you kind of reached out to bands, and I just said hi to a couple of bands, I think, and that's it. Sorry. Um, Darn it, I cannot quite think of anything else at the moment, so I guess I could just leave it here. Oh, but I do want to say, because I'm trying to sort of expand my palette and sort of last week when I saw Dim Rays at Shinjuku Anti-Knock and I was talking with Maki, he's the guitarist composer, and I think I mentioned this last time, but he said he loves K-pop. He loves K-pop. you know, and then previously I haven't watched the movie yet. I've seen like reaction bits here and there, and I listened to some of the songs. But I think Golden is fantastic. It was very moving, the story behind it, and even the lyrics as it is. But EJ, the singer, composer, put out a new song. I want to just share that just because um, I hope this doesn't block. I hope the label doesn't block this video for it. I don't know how it is. But it's a really good song. It's sort of ballady, but I want to just share a little bit because she's got an awesome voice. Um, and yeah, just check this out.
トレーニングも最初は努力、いつの間にか当たり前に引退していろいろ挑戦してる今、僕自身も見られることが増えました。髪も見た目も清潔感が大事。スマート D いいですよ。大人の清潔感のためのスマートケア。ところで D ってどういう意味なんですかね。
Very talented. Very talented.
Take a dozen worries and leave them there. Nothing falls, nothing fades, nothing withers away. I was thinking about space and not the one between us. Maybe in another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. You hear where it hurts, cause I gave you the bullets. Maybe in another
What do you guys think? It's amazing, right? Yeah.
Swear there's a world you tell me your things, I tell me my things. Know there's a place when we're offbeat, we're finally in sync. Where I feel okay and I feel no pain, and all my resentment got nothing to say. Before everything changed. Maybe in another world where I own that I'm jealous and I did some damage to us. Maybe we will never know, cause the truth is on silent, but our egos are talking loud. You hear where it hurts, cause
I think like one of the reasons why I like Psyche is that she has sort of this sort of color. Like there's sort of, it's sort of rich. There's a dark quality to her voice. And she has it like in spades, like really. Oh, Tori Amos is amazing. Like back in the day, Tori Amos, Fiona Apple. Ugh. Oh my god. She can make me cry. She can make me cry.
I was thinking about space and not the one between us.
Ugh, my god. Yeah. I mean, this is what like Shion did to me when I first heard it. Like just just the quality of certain voices, the melodies, like they move you so much, and it's powerful stuff. Like sometimes you do forget how powerful music can be, and I think I don't want to say it's a bad thing. For me, I would say it's a bad thing. Is that when you listen to only one type of music, you kind of limit what music can do in terms of how it can make you feel and what it can bring out of you, what emotions it can be touched and it can generate, you know, out of your system. So yeah, I don't know how much of it I'll be sharing necessarily like on the channel, maybe live stream because it's a bit more loose and open. But yeah, I mean, incredible stuff. And again, her story, like being rejected for so long, and I think the lack of self-love because because she was rejected so much, because she was denied. They're like, oh, you're not good enough, or you're not this, you're not this. Um, it's a painful thing. I think as a musician, as an artist, as a person, rejection of any type is just it's tough. So, but yeah, fantastic stuff. So check out EJ. This is her new single if you haven't yet. Um, yeah, and again, I think after that talk with Maki, it really just sort of like, yeah, his his pure joy for K-pop made me realize, oh, he's such a different generation from me and from a lot of us. There's like, and because he's from Japan as well too, right? There's zero shame. Like, there's absolutely zero like, oh, is it okay? Like, should I listen to? Because that kind of stuff happens more in sort of Western cultures. We put up a lot more of like, oh, it's this music or it's that music or it's this performer, and like, I don't, we do all this kind of stuff. Um, but I think if it's possible for us to have zero shame about what we love, zero shame about the music that we listen to, and to embrace whatever we want to embrace without being judged for it. Like, I love that idea of breaking down walls. So that's very special and very, it means a lot to me to have that. And so again, so even like earlier, just having different bands come in, breaking down cultural barriers, language barriers, like I think that's powerful stuff because some people want to build walls all the time. Some people want to divide all the time. Some people want to like create hate. And it's so against everything that I believe in, because I do believe in breaking down walls, because I do believe in building bridges, because I do believe in, letting love rule, letting love to kind of just get out there and do its thing. And I think music is an incredible way to do that. So sorry to philosophize. I hope I'm not like patronizing anybody by saying these kind of things, but it's stuff that I really do believe in. And so, again, even for me, like, I know I don't talk about it as much because it's M&N, but like I do have sort of this company called HYDE, which is helping others touch overseas. And for me, the idea of making connections, like that was a big deal to me as a Band-Maid fan when I was building connections between the band and the fans and vice versa. And I feel that way the same with bands here now. And the large number of bands that I now know and interact with, and building connections with fans overseas in that way as well, and vice versa. So anytime I can help out in that way, like that's special to me. And I'm lucky. I'm so lucky to be in this position to be able to do that. And I'm realizing, I'm realizing I lived in Korea and I learned Korean. I'm living in Japan and I haven't been learning as much Japanese as I should. But the fact that I do have English, Korean, and Japanese, I really need to take this to full advantage, to absolutely make the most of it. Um, so yeah, expect and look forward to me trying to build more connections between Japan and Korea. Um, I'm definitely not going to overcome all the things that happened historically between the two countries, and there will always be people who will say no. But for me, if I can make those connections, I'm more than happy to. So, anyhow, that's what I gotta say. Really glad I was able to see the bands yesterday. Really glad I was able to see. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely. You will have a blast. You may just keel over from seeing all the bands here. Um, I don't have the kind of fortune. Um, I don't have the kind of fortune money wise and also like luck wise, that kind of fortune to be able to just see all these bands every single day. But it's for me, it's more consistency. So I've seen a lot of bands, and I'm happy to do so. Not as much as last year, and I think it's a healthy thing for me. But this also gives me the opportunity to help plan and think about the future in terms of what I want to do and how it is that I can really help these bands as well. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Japanese people. Well, a lot of Asians, if not every Asian country, loves Korean dramas, and Americans do too. Especially younger groups. Like if you look at reaction channels, you will be surprised at how many people and all types of people end up watching Korean dramas, listening to K-pop. Um, and I personally have to get out of a certain bias that I have, a certain view that I have, with those things as well. And I've mentioned before, like I had issues being in Korea. I have issues with the society as a whole, as a Korean American who live there. But I need to get over that as well. And yeah, again, whatever we can do as people to help sort of nurture and foster that kind of like coexistence, I think is a wonderful thing. So as Americans, Europeans, Australians, wherever you are, that ability to love culturally things that are not the same as you, and then to be able to share that, I think that's a powerful thing too. So we're lucky to have experienced these things and to know how amazing the world is, and to be able to share that world, and our worldview, musical worldview as well as otherwise, to people around us. I mean, that's powerful stuff. So okay, I will leave it there because again, I'm kind of like now I'm getting on my soapbox. Um, and I can wax on, wax off for quite a bit if I do that. So anyhow, thank you. You may want to introduce me to them, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, you're Korean." Um, Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm gonna try to rest so I can hopefully be okay tomorrow for work. Uh, Next week, I will have an amazing live stream to share just because I'll be going to an amazing show. It will be November 2nd, a Liner show, and it will be Palineo, Little Lilith, and Bride Deer. So that's going to be absolutely a fantastic show. Anytime I get to see Ayumi, I'm happy. And I mean, all the bands, don't get me wrong, but Ayumi is special for me. And then the following, let's see. Oh, what am I saying? So it's Club Cheetah, November 1st. It is Liner November 2nd. And then November 3rd, the Monday, is actually a holiday. That's right. Shoot. It's a holiday. Yay. What am I gonna do? I will have some news for you. I'll have some stuff to share. So look forward to it. All right, guys, you move on over to Ryan or to John or to Howardo or whoever it is. Maybe catch on with with Brandon if you're doing anything live stream. Palineo is great. Yeah, thanks for joining, Brandon. Really appreciate it. Maybe we should chat again just because. Maybe, yeah, just chat. All right, guys, you take care. Thank you so much. Eric, I'm so sorry that Regan loves me more than you and blew me a kiss. But what can I say? When you got it, you got it. And with that, I will see you guys later. Take care. And again, share the love. This has been Peter from MNN. I will see you guys and let you guys know what's going on very, very soon. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.